Hi winners, and welcome to another Winning Wednesday. Now I will talk about uploads and streams, and then I'll talk about my trips. So basically for the last week I've been down to one video a day, and that trend is going to continue until I can catch up. And then it might fall back again because I am moving at the end of August, so I may not be able to get enough backlog for that week that I have to move. But as of right now, it's just one video a week until I can catch up. So I did Pacific last week, which was an indie horror game. It was really terrifying, actually. So if you guys like horror, I highly recommend that. Either you play it or watch it. As for following that, it was all... Oh, I did Tunnel Vision, which is another Nom Nom Nami game. So if you guys really enjoy her games, then Tunnel Vision is totally right up your alley, because that's exactly like... They have a very distinctive style and storyline usually, and I really appreciate them. So that's following those rules, and I appreciate it so much. So following that was live stream games that I had live streamed last week before I left for my trip because I needed videos. So Kirigami was one of them. I broke it a lot, but I actually really enjoy it. So if you guys like quirky, fun indie games that are like, you know, pretty short to play and go through, it is free to play. All of these were pretty much free to play. So, well, donate if you guys want to and help support the devs. But otherwise, Kirigami was a student-made project, and I really actually enjoyed it. Other than when I broke it a lot, because you have to not leave items behind. Fun fact, or else you have to start over from the beginning. Hex House is another fun game that I actually wish those people made an iOS version of it and just had a bunch of levels like that. That's like the best idea, I think, because that's a really fun, neat way to just be mindlessly figuring out a level. I really actually enjoyed Hex House as just a puzzle game. And then Patreon Q&A video was after that because I needed to answer January through April, and now I got to send out very soon the May and June questions so that way I can get that done and over with and revamp July's reward for $10. And or if you donate more, you also get it. I gotta gear it more towards art, I think, and then I'm gonna promote the crap out of it. So if you guys want to help support me in my art, Patreon will be for that. And if you want to support me in my games, then Game Wisp is for that. I think that's really appropriate in my opinion, just because of the way those two websites work. I think that's the best way to go about this. But let me know if you guys have any opposing opinions or anything like that. But no one seems to be against making Patreon more for art. No one's really actually expressed their opinions one way or another, so I have no idea what anyone thinks about it. But hopefully, maybe that's okay. All the answers are in those videos for those 4 months. Then the next video was also from the live stream grouping. It was Maya the cat, which I was not expecting to be 3 minutes long, and the saddest game I've ever played. Not ever, but oh my god, it was really freaking sad. So chat agreed maybe we should play another game to put with it, so it's not a 3-minute video. So we played about 15 minutes or a little less than that of I call it Meow. I actually played it for like 30 minutes, but it got cropped down to 15 because it was a lot of stuff I had already done in the previous playthrough I had done of that game. It's just a cat head. I don't know what to call the game because it's not Meow either, because if you look up Meow, it doesn't come up, but it's in the URL, so that's the only reason I call it Meow. But you're a cat exploring this vast world, and I have never even come close to finding all the secrets ever. I don't think I ever could. I'd have to spend hours and hours and hours on it, and like non-stop, because once you quit out of the game, you start from the beginning. Or if you find certain secrets, it starts you from the beginning. So it's like, I've only found one for sure secret that like starts me from the beginning. I have no idea how many others there are, but yeah, that's what the last video was. But it seems like you guys actually really enjoyed those. It took some slow build up to watch them, but you guys seem to be watching them. I know it's not as many views as like what Friday the 13th was getting, or freaking Nightmares or Little Nightmares DLC exploded, but I think that's just because of the collab. So, or not collab, the montage that I got thrown into, which was really cool. If you guys haven't seen it, if I remember, I'll put a link in the description. But it shows me and John, so that's really exciting. With a couple other bigger YouTubers, so I was like, hey. So I've been welcome to anybody that's found me through that montage, because that's really cool. I don't know why I was included, but I'll take it because that game was really good and I enjoyed my playthrough and my thumbnail of that, so I'll take it. But last Winning Wednesday got a lot of views. I don't know if it's because Dream Daddy was in the title, which didn't end up actually coming out. So that was something I was going to live stream, and it unfortunately did not come out on the Thursday that they were expecting it to, and I left Friday. Well, they reassigned it to come out Wednesday, which is today, which this is coming up late because I live streamed and didn't have time to do Winning Wednesday before I live streamed. But the live stream today would have been Dream Daddy, but it comes out apparently later tonight, so it's gonna be tomorrow, assuming it comes out. If it doesn't come out, I'm gonna do an art stream because I'll just have a backup just in case of something to do. But I plan on art streaming, or live streaming, Dream Daddy tomorrow. So this is kind of segueing into live streams. I did upload already the live streams that I did the one live stream I did last week because I didn't have time since I was preparing for the trip. But now that I'm back, I'm gonna go back into streaming as much as I can on top of art and work. But I did live stream today, so sorry if you missed it, but I did put it on Twitter. I gave a slight warning beforehand, but I always post on Twitter when I'm going to be live. Also, I did put a little video up saying I'm live when I was, but it was random indie games because Dream Daddy wasn't out. So I'll be posting those throughout the next few days. Again, it's one video a day until I can catch up, until I can start getting somewhat of a backlog. Probably short games is going to be the best way to do that for me. But tomorrow is the next stream because, one, it comes out tonight, so I'd like to get on it. But on top of that, I am busy on Friday and Saturday night, so I'm going to stream as much as I can around that, since usually I do Fridays and Saturdays for streaming, and I'm not doing that this week. The reasons why is because Friday is the only night that I can hang out with Snuffles, and you guys know that I like to hang out with my friends as much as I can outside of my responsibilities, because it's not often, and I like to cherish those moments when I can, because I cherish my friends and I want to hang out with them as much as possible. And on top of that, Friday night is also one of my friends' birthday parties, kind of. It's like let's go out and have a drink or so, and I want to go to that too, so that is Friday as well. So I'm just gonna have the live stream be Thursday instead of Friday, and then instead of Saturday it's gonna be Sunday. So because Saturday I'm going to be at my grandma's, where we're having a girls' night for every girl on that side of the family, on my dad's side. So I might take some pictures and post them on Twitter depending on what we're doing. But it was really great because they had posted a picture in a group thread, text thread, saying like, we're gonna put, basically it's snail secretions, it's gross, I'm not doing it, but it's exfoliation thing, and it's like snail shit basically, or slime, and they're like, Grandma Maureen's gonna try it next, because I have two grandmas. I have a grandma sister and Grandma Maureen that are together. It's fun. I have a fun family. Anyway, so Grandma Maureen was like, they're like, she's gonna try it first, and my grandma's like, I am not putting snail shit on my face. And it was the funniest thing ever, because it's just like, normally you don't hear a grandma bitching about snail shit, so that was great. And she used the word snail shit. It made my day. But needless to say, that's happening Saturday, where I think it's just gonna be a lot of fun bonding time with that side of the family, and I haven't been able to go to any girls' nights in the last like 3 or 4 years, so it'll be fun to actually go and do that. So I won't be able to stream or do anything of the like, so it'll be moved to Sunday, where it'll be a game stream, and I think I'm gonna have people vote on Twitter what I'm gonna play. I have a few games lined up that I could play. Thomas is Alone will definitely be on that list of options, but I don't know if I'm gonna be including past options or new ones, new games I may have gotten. And we'll see what you guys vote on Twitter. I don't know when I'm gonna be posting it. I'll try to remember to post it tomorrow and or Friday, but otherwise, if I forget and do it Saturday, I'm so sorry. But it should be tomorrow or Friday that I post the list of options for Sunday's stream, which will be at noon Central Standard Time. All of these times are Central Standard. So tomorrow's stream is going to be at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, Dream Daddy, if that's not out for whatever reason, then art stream. And then Sunday is going to be the game stream at noon Central Standard Time, and I don't know what I'll be playing. If it's short enough, I'll try to beat it in 3 to 4 hours. Otherwise, I tend to hover around 3 hours for weekend streams, depending, and it may or may not be random indie games if that comes to be an option that wins or whatnot. I don't know, because that seems to be what I've been doing recently. I do have a question for those of you that watch my live streams and watch my Winning Wednesdays. Do you guys, and put in the comments below, like my Twine readings? I did them a lot every Tuesday for a while, and then I had cut it off just because it wasn't getting as many views. But I was also, I mean, I was advertising it as a Twine game, but I love doing Twine games, but I don't know how much everyone else feels about interactive fictions, and I would love to stream it, I think, because I think that's an untapped section of interactive fictions. But I mean, they call it a Twine game because of the engine that they use. It's called Twine, and basically I don't see anyone doing them or knowing what they are. Like, I know even like Gab had played one called Black, which I had been having my eyes on, and I was like, so how is it? And I was the Twine game, and she's like, what's a Twine game? Like, she had no idea what a Twine game was, because it's just, I mean, people might say Twine game, but it's not something that, unless you know what a Twine game is, you just think it's a story that you're reading. So I don't know how you guys feel as much about live streaming it. I did just live stream one today before this Winning Wednesday went up, that was called Beneath Flows. It was very, very interesting. It was honestly one of the best Twine games I've read in sense of using the engine to its fullest. So Twine games are stories, but they have clickable options usually, or clickable words. And sometimes those are options to change the story. Sometimes they're different choices that alter the ending, or sometimes they're just descriptions, like give you more elaboration of what that thing you clicked on is, or sometimes they just precede the story, which the most basic Twine games will sometimes just be proceeding in the story. I really liked Beneath Flows, which will be uploaded, because it used the different options to change the story. I don't think there's alternate endings, but I like that you had multiple options to just change up how it was told, and then you can add sounds in Twine games, and you can add images, and they did beautiful art for it, and it effectively used sounds for the entire thing. That actually scared the shit out of me at one point. So like, Twine games can be really, really cool. They can also be a letdown depending, but if I did like a Twine game Tuesday for streaming, so Twine Tuesdays for streaming, I think some people do story time, but not necessarily Twine games. They just read stories. I think that that's an untapped thing on Twitch that would be cool to do, but I want to make sure you guys think it's interesting as well. So I might experiment and do it a couple times, once or twice, to kind of see if the attention is there for it. I don't know when on Tuesdays. It'd be in the afternoon or night. I don't know what works best for everyone. Maybe I'll experiment with times as well. But I know a lot of Robot College streams at night, so I've been trying to tap into the afternoon time. We'll see. But I really like Twine games, so I don't know if you guys like it as much as I do. But then again, I've gotten a surprising amount of followers from art streams, and you guys seem to really enjoy the chill moment, those chill times as well. So maybe I'll be surprised and you guys really like streaming the Twine games, maybe not as much as recording them. So but then I'd still post them on YouTube, maybe in a huge chunk. Maybe depends on how long the game was to do. Maybe I'll do double features or whatnot and only upload them on Tuesdays. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put it all together and put it as a Tuesday thing. But then I have less videos, so it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. But let me know your guys' opinion on that, because it's something I've been kind of thinking about for a while now, and I think it might be cool. So let me know if you guys think it would be cool. Other than that, that's it for uploads and streaming, and I kind of already told you what I'm doing this next weekend, and Sunday being the stream. So, and I think Sunday is, I think I'll have to review it with the Game Whispers, but it should be the private stream. So if you guys want to get in on the private stream that I think is supposed to, we already did one, but all of them are on, I think I need to archive this last one, but otherwise all previous like 12 private live streams are archived privately. So if you guys want to be a part of it, Game Wisp link is always in the description, so you can see our previous progress on the games that we've been playing or the games that we have played. And this next one's, I think, going to be more of Karma Flow, the rock opera, which we've already played 2 private live streams with. So this will be continuing that story. So I'm curious to see if we can beat it, hopefully. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in that. Otherwise, Monday is also, I think it's this Monday, is the next movie night for the Game Wisp section as well. So if you guys are interested in either of those, again, links are in the description if you guys want to sign up and sub for those tiers. But I don't know if we've decided on a movie. I think we had mentioned ones we were interested in. But yeah, then this Monday will be the next movie night or show night, whatever. We would just watch something and we talk to each other and either make fun of it or like basically talk over it. But we put subtitles on in case people actually want to read it, or you can always mute us if you just want to watch the movie and don't want to listen to us talk, one way or another. But it's fun to interact with you guys and I really enjoy it. So if you guys are interested in either of those, links are in the description, but I figure I'd bring it up since that is something I will also be doing Sunday and Monday night. They will be 8 p.m. Central Standard Time till 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. But other than that, this last weekend was going to Baltimore to see my mom graduate and also for her birthday on Saturday. It was quite the trip. It was the first trip I've ever done with my mom's mom, and I definitely learned a lot with how the 3 of us operate all together. It was quite interesting. But overall, it was a good trip. I did learn a lot about Baltimore because my mom's she's gonna move there, or near there. So it's been good to see where she's gonna be, and I got to see her new house that she's basically already signed up for. I think they're just looking for final approvals, but it's beautiful, and I am really jealous. I really like this house, to be completely honest. But I didn't take any pictures, but it is a really, really nice house. So I'm really happy for my mom. It was a sad time for me, and I think I'm gonna hope it's not gonna affect the channel or Twitch, but as time goes on for the next month and a half, nearing closer to when my mom has to leave, because she's leaving the 25th of August, and then I have to move into her house by the 1st of September and be out of the apartment by then. So not only will it be a chaotic time in the sense of moving, but I'll also be losing my mom to her moving. So I might go through a hard time. Right now I'm doing pretty okay. I obviously haven't talked too much about it, so that's probably why I'm getting a little emotional about it, but I'm okay right now. But I may not be okay in a month. So we'll see, because my mom's never been far from me except for when I went to college, and even then it was really hard, but I got to see her in huge chunks for breaks for like all of summer and most of winter and, you know, fall break, spring break. So this is going to be a lot different, because it's also going to cost a crap ton of money to see each other repeatedly. So it'll be interesting, to say the least, to see how this goes for both of us. Because I know I'm the hardest person she has to let go of, because I'm her only child, and you know, it's hard to let go of your only child. And you guys know, me and my mom are really tight, so it's going to be quite the adventure. But it may affect the channel in one way or another, either with like limited uploads or just my mood in general. I hope it doesn't, and I'll try not to let it affect. I won't record if I don't feel up to it, stuff like that, because I don't want to give you guys, you know, depressed cat. Not that I don't think it's important to talk about, and I may talk about Winning Wednesdays. I may get, you know, more real on Winning Wednesdays as it comes closer, but I don't want it to affect a gameplay, because, you know, I want the gameplay to be about the game and not about my life, whereas Winning Wednesdays are at least about my life, and sometimes chill stream. So maybe I'll just stream and talk to you guys and kind of work through it talking to you guys. But I may be an emotional wreck as it gets closer. So I just wanted to warn that and throw it out there. I know it's a little ways away, but I think it's a good preparation while I'm not an emotional wreck to talk about it. But I'm trying to be optimistic about it, and like, this is just a new phase in life, and she needs to do this, and I'm moving into something bigger, and hopefully something that will help me move even more so into a direction geared towards productivity, towards art and YouTube and Twitch, because I'll have an office where I'm enclosed and the cats aren't constantly attacking my shit, or I'm actually in a work of productivity instead of like distraction spaces, because I'll be closed off in a room. But also it'll be interesting because I use my computer all the time, so I'm really gonna have to get out and go downstairs and not be by the computer all the time. So it may mean that I don't type as much in the comments or in Discord as much as I'd love to. But then again, Discord's been on my phone, so I've been able to juggle that a little better. But comments have been really hard, and they will only get harder again as I get more people. So sorry I've been so behind on comments. I've been trying. I'm at least 5 days behind right now. So I did get to catch up yesterday and today, but we'll see. Otherwise, yeah. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. But I think, yeah, this weekend really was good to at least see where she's gonna be, and it gives me a little bit of peace of mind to actually experience the place firsthand. I don't know, I don't think I'll ever move there just because it's really hot, and I don't do well in hot. Their summer months are really hot compared to where I am in the Midwest. So in the humidity, it's really the humidity that's killer, because I don't do well not being able to breathe well. In any case, like, I don't like turtlenecks, I don't like anything close to my throat, I'm claustrophobic, and I don't do well in heat. So having like really humid weather is kind of not good for me. So as much as it's better for my mom and her pain with not having a more consistent weather than like the up downs we've been having in the Midwest, it's not good for me, who's someone who doesn't do well in that weather. So it'll be interesting, to say the least. But it does, like I said, put peace of mind to see where this was. On top of that, to see my mom graduate was really cool. I put a picture on Twitter, and it's got probably the most likes, I think, than any tweet I have ever posted ever. So that was really cool. But mom has a PhD now. She Dr. Mama Cat now. So that was awesome. But yeah, so I am back, and it's good to be back. I missed Shy Guy and River because they didn't get to go with, and I really missed my kitties, and it's good to be back. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. But I think that's about it. I'll let you guys know, again, stream tomorrow, Dream Daddy, hopefully 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, otherwise art. Sunday will be a game stream voted on Twitter at noon Central Standard Time. And I will be gone Friday and Saturday. So I hope you guys are winning at life, and I will see you guys in the next Winning Wednesday or playthrough or whatever it is you guys watch. So keep winning, guys.